Alright, this is Glenwood with another pet battle video. Today's featured pet is Dreadmaw. I've used him in a couple of I've used this team in a video before, but I really wanted to take a little more time to feature Dreadmaw. I just absolutely love this pet. His moveset with Flame Breath, Deep Burn, fantastic synergy, buffing its own damage is just it just hits super hard, especially with the beast racial up. And I like to take Paralyzing Venom only because I typically pair Dreadmaw up with a Dazzling Dance user. In this case, it'll be the Royal Peachick, though I probably should build a team with Dreadmaw and a Fox, just for a little more coverage on dead pets, since the Wicked Soul is still fairly prevalent on my meta, though it's improved lately. I've seen a lot of Twilight Clutch Sisters lately, replacing your standard Wicked Soul Terraclaw Hatchling Fiendish Imp team. But I did record a video earlier, and then of course on the next battle it bugged out. You know, you had to do that log out, log back in business. But hopefully I'll be able to notch another victory for Rosqo's team, Big Worm, Little Worm. He's the one who suggested using the Harbinger of Flame rather than the Flayer Youngling. I think both are fantastic options. The Harbinger of Flame, I think it's not an often used pet, and I do run him with some of my Conflagrate teams. Okay, let's see what we got here. This ought to be interesting. Alright. Snow Feather Hatchling, huh? Squawk. I totally forgot he was going to run the fast one. Go ahead and get out of that. And let's put a dot on him. I think he'll probably switch into... Alright. Okay. Interesting that he's running Squawk. I think it's not a bad choice, to be honest. And I'm going to go ahead and interrupt his turn. And that should be a dead Snowfeather Hatchling. Alright, and this one, I don't know what he's going to use, so I'll go ahead and just... Brilliant. Alright, go ahead and do it all over again, now that my beast racial is up. One more. Not faster than him now, so I want to make sure I... need my Dazzling Dance. Okay. The Direbeak Hatchling is actually the pet I'm most worried about here. That Iron Skin is pretty tough to beat. I think he's probably going to start with Predatory Strike, so I'm going to go ahead and dodge. Yeah. Oh, he's not running. Wow. Wow. I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. I was actually expecting Iron Skin, which is an awesome ability, especially on this bird, to give him anything more than... Yeah, that should... Well, there you go. That's the power of Big Worm, Little Worm, and the Dreadmaw. As you can see, if you're faster than your opponent, Paralyzing Venom is just incredible. I've got to turn the sound down a little bit. Music's super loud. Oh, that might have been too low. I kind of like the music, but it gets pretty loud at times. Anyway, that was the power of a big worm, a little worm, and the wonderful synergy between Dazzling Dance and Dreadmaw, because when he's faster, he's just unstoppable. And of course I backlined him there just because I knew I was going to be faster bringing in the P-Chick to use Dazzling Dance one more time. But I was totally expecting him to be running Iron Skin. I've gone up against that player before, and without a specific counter, that team is actually really tough. He's just one of those players that seem to run like a... Yep, this ought to be interesting. Okay, that Horde Fanatic is going to give me trouble. I am faster than him, so... I think he'll start with that, or the Fell Flame. I think I'll... Perfect. I'll interrupt him. Put a Flame Breath on him. Oh, lucky crit. And it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take a Conflagrate to the face. Yeah, that hurts quite a bit. But now that I've got my Beast Racial up, alright, well, I don't think, oof. Well, now's a good time to not have my... Thank you to the other player for using my... well, let's see if I can get a triple hit out of it. And we'll do it again. Yep. Alright, probably should have brought in. Now I'm going to be worried about, hopefully he doesn't have Jar of Smelly Liquid. No, well, we'll see. Oh, that was nice. And let's give him a burn. He's already lost his racial. Boom. Well, that was a fairly easy victory. If he had Jar of Smelly Liquid, I'd be really worried. That Horde Fanatic or Wormy Tunkins is just... If he's faster, it would have been game over. I don't know if I'd have been able to do enough damage with that self-healing. I guess having the weather effect took away the self-healing, which is nice, but still doing permanently 50% damage. I just don't think I would have been able to do it. I should have possibly backlined the Silver Dragonhawk Hatchling to deal with it. I'm going to run one more Dreadmaw team. This one utilizing my old standby, the Flare Youngling, which is hands down is one of my favorite pets. They're not one of my favorite pets, but I really enjoy this moveset. He's just so tanky and does tons of damage for such a tanky pet. Alright, I imagine he's going to start with Abyssius. I am faster than all his pets, however, the left shark, I think, possibly would have Dazzling Dance. I'm going to go ahead and put a little burn on him. Hopefully he's one of those players that runs Immolate. Well, he doesn't have a... He's not using We'll see if he drops a volcano. Oh, immolate. Oh, doesn't really matter. He's dead unless he backlines him. Which would make sense if you're planning on using immolate, having a backline, but he's dead anyway because he's got a big dot on him. So you only get a couple of rounds out of it. And Dreadmaw again, super fast. Not really. He's 276 speed, but he's faster than the left shark. And we'll go ahead and Paralyzing Venom. Beast Racial Deep Burn. That's dead. 500 damage, almost what, 481 damage per. It's just too much to handle. Here comes another one. He'll probably, I imagine he would, well, he probably won't bubble here. Go ahead and bring in the Royal P-Chick. And that should be a dead frog or really close to it. The dot's still gonna hit him. But bubble, I think, is a fantastic move. But I think, again, you still need to be a little bit faster. Though Benax, I've never used that pet. I'm not a big fan of frogs, only frogs and toads, just because they're slow. I used to like them a lot, especially going up against, you know, like all undead teams. But maybe one of these days there'll be a, I don't know, maybe use the shark with a couple of frogs to get that dazzling dance up. But speed kills in the meta these days. Having a dazzling dance user is incredible. Well, that was a quick 3 battles. I'm glad I got to show you guys the more power of Dreadmaw. Hopefully I see him used more in the meta. But again, guys, now you see speed kills, making sure you're faster. That's why the Wicked Soul is so strong. That's why the Terraclaw Hatchling is so strong, because it's got a heal to always maintain that flying racial. It's just a fast meta these days. Slow pets are becoming passe. Now if you get Dazzling Dance to add a little bit of speed to your slow pets with lots of power, I'm beginning to think that's how you're going to start to win games in the current Legion meta. So, but thank you for joining me. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic night, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.